Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. Alright, I'm gonna try to complete the Beggar's Nest this episode. That's the hope. So, follow the serpent. You can now enter the cult house. So first things first, I gotta kill all of the cultists. Just like everyone. I didn't use my protections. I should probably do that. I can take these guys as is at the moment. Alright, now we go. There we go. Alright, now let's put on these things. Alright, so this is a former cult of Cyric. Their former leader is now a prisoner of Gul'dan down in the lower Warrens. We're gonna have to kill his second in command, though, because they now follow her, and he's the one in charge. He's not really that bad, particularly because he's annoying. He's just a slightly higher level cleric. But I don't think he's got anything that's really messy to deal with. They will summon an imp, but it's not one of those imps that like we fought in Meldanon's estate. It's kind of a weak imp. The cultists themselves aren't very strong. This area here seems like it was made for a much lower level character. Oh, someone just sprang a trap. Alright, so let's go ahead and taint their ritual. There it is. And it's dead. Yep, just one shot. This down here is like a little side study, which normally has a trap in it, but one of these morons sprang that trap, so it's gone. Like I said, it's not that difficult or dangerous. If you're trying to sprint through the area and don't want to go through any other trouble, this is the place to be. That's the only gargoyle skull I'm aware of in this game. So if you need one to forge something, this is where you get it. In the second chapter, there's gargoyles friggin' everywhere. There's an entire dungeon full of them. And each one of them drops a skull. Alright, let's go kill the leader. Sanctuary, yeah. I could still see him, but he does get his little concealment bonus. How many of those things does he have? There he goes. Alright, so this should have the book in service to Gul'dan. That'll tell you a little more about the cult and the fact that their leader, Gerald, I believe his name is her prisoner. We'll deal with him later. He is not a good guy either. Alright, and this area holds one of two entrances to the tunnels that lead to the Great Graveyard, which is where the Warrens are located, which is where Gul'dan is located. A few more cultists in this basement. Now, I don't plan on clearing out
Taste of my rock.
these little caves, yeah, these crypts, just yet. The plan is... So, here's the thing. There's two entrances, right? Each of those entrances has a door that can only be opened by a lever on this side of it. So if you want to go through, kill the monsters, and loot everything, you must go down both entrances. And so I just prefer to do that before actually clearing out the crypts, because we'll be back down here anyway. It's a common trope that you see in this game, actually. Most districts have a period where there will be 2 different ways of approaching something. And you can actually choose to use both. Oh, right. Dang it, I forgot about that stupid trap. There's another one in here, too. There's a sonic one, like, right there. In the middle of that little street. Now I just gotta stand here until the paralysis wears off. At least I regenerate now, so it's not a waste of all time. Why do those... They all light back up for some reason on the completed one. Okay, I'm free again. Let's just use this now. There are more traps down here, but in different portions of it.
Let the earth take you. Taste of my wrath.
Alright, so we pull the lever to open the door. Then you can access the door from both sides. But I don't want to go through it yet. We'll come up from the other direction later. It's like the doors in the peninsula. One was guarded by a gang leader, one was guarded by an escaped sorcerer in the pits, and you could go either direction. It's very similar to that situation. Okay, so the snake cult has now been completely eradicated. Alright, sorry about that. My assistance was requested by another. Alright, so we're back to it. Now we gotta head down to the warehouse. Wipe out the Sword Coast boys and drawl.
Let the earth take you.
So this upper area does not have enemy groups. The zombies that are up here are scripted to spawn no matter what level you are.
Let the earth take you. Taste of my wrath.
Well, that one's doing the weird walk. I could have just got them all together and turned them into nothing, but... Mission accomplished either way. Alright, down into the basement we go. Now we're back to the regular enemy encounters. At least we should be. Yeah. Zombies and ghoul lords.
Taste of my wrath.
You can hear Drawl talking to Walters from here. I don't know what Drawl's deal is. By his look, she turned him into a lich of some kind. But he doesn't use any magic. Nor does he have a phylactery or anything. Oh, that thing's not dead. And those guys are worth a pretty decent bit of experience. What the... That was weird. Like, threw me into the ceiling. Okay, so now we have
As you should.
a zombie lord, who is one of the Sword Coast boys. And then we've got Drawl. The zombie lord, I think, will show up with Stone Skin and some Spell Mantle stuff. He's got 2 commas, so he's faster than other zombies. He also tried to blast me with something, but I never know what it is, because I think it's a group slow. That'd be my assumption, but I wouldn't swear to that. So the Stone Skin will absorb 10 points of physical damage every strike, but it has a limit to how much actual durability it's got. Right, so if you deal 11 damage to him, 1 damage will actually hurt him, the other will just strike the Stone Skin. But eventually, after striking him enough, all of the Stone Skin will have been broken off of him, and he will have no defenses left. He's got 10 damage left on it. There it goes. Alright, there's one more zombie lord in the Beggar's Nest. We'll deal with him in time. Alright, so I need to check something here. Is this where... Yes, negative plane protection. I'm gonna knock that out, take this. Over here, I think... I'll keep neutralized poison for now. I'll replace that in a bit. There's one more bloated dire spider between us and the goal, which I'll have to kill. Drawl's not too bad. He's just like a little mini-boss guy. He's kind of tough, but not that dangerous. Alright. Once you kill him, the lightning blocking that doorway goes away, and you can enter the crypts from there as well. And then here's Walters.
He's gone. Thanks for getting rid.
Alright, he'll get back to the gate. You can go and talk to him there if you want to, but you don't have to. Now, I will rest, because I think I'm going to need another disable traps down there. So my enhancements, I think, will carry me all the way through that. And then I gotta open a sarcophagus that's also trapped. It's got its negative energy nonsense on it. Oh. But that would be why I took negative energy protection. Yeah, let's knock this out and replace it. How long is this? Is this a turn a level? Yeah. Level 8. That is quite a while. There's some shadows down here that I wouldn't want to be hit by, but I've got restoration potions, so I can just cure whatever they do to me if I really need to. Speaking of. Oh yeah, and ellipse. The shadows aren't very strong, but they are kind of hard to hit. They get a little concealed bonus thing. And they can drain your strength, I think. Maybe it's drain your levels if they hit you. It's very unpleasant. Alright, there are some traps around here. I think there's a divine one. I'll probably spring. Just because I don't... Yeah, there it is. I don't want to waste my trap removal.
Perish as you should.
Should have thrown up some anti-bombardier beetle protection. Yeah, there goes some strength. Ah, I keep on missing him. Now, here's the thing about them, though. They don't really deal physical damage. They just kind of drain you. Now, I don't think they can kill you by draining you. They can kill you by draining your levels, I'm pretty sure. Like Shadow Fiends can. But I think if they're just draining your strength, you'll get weak, but you'll still be okay. I should also just use this in case there are more beetles. I think there's a few more Bombardiro beetles. This will help me out. Alright, back to zombies and ghouls.
Taste.
There are some traps down this hallway. If I can get into proper position, I think I can disable all the traps in the area. I might spring a few more to do it. Oh, you want to avoid the corners. I think this is a good enough spot. Let's hope. Oh, I thought there was one right here. I know there's one over in that corner. Alright, alright, alright. I'm using these now. So the last bloated dire spider is right in this room. He's alone, or at least he should be alone. But he's also a handful, because it's a frickin' spider. Hopefully this will go as smoothly as it has with the others. Nope. Instantly got poisoned. Just lay into him with what we've got. Hopefully I can kill him before he can do anything else to me. There we go. This is another empty chest, I believe. Yep. Alright, there's traps in this hallway usually. I'm hoping I managed to disable them, but I might have missed them. I missed them. I think it's a spike trap. It might be an acid trap. No reason to spring it either way. Alright, and we're back at the cultist entrance. So that's all the enemies in the area. I'm just gonna loot some stuff. Man, a lot of the things that this spider ate really didn't have a lot of loot on them. I am kind of surprised we're not pulling fire beetle bellies out of these things. Because I'd imagine, given how many of them there are in these crypts, that spider would have lived on some of them. I'm also not sure what the bloated thing is about. Why are those spiders bloated? Are they diseased? Have they been experimented on? Like, what's going on there? One more arrow and I'm at 99. Alright, well, that's these little crypts. This will lead me right up to the Great Graveyard, which is generally pretty heavily filled with enemies. Let's just try to antagonize as many of them as I can, so I can get them all in one go. Oh, really? They managed to disease me? Let's go again. Alright. With that taken care of, let's undisease myself, and then kill you. Normally like a weird box out in the hillside for some reason. Like inside the hillside. Sometimes you can see it. I don't know, it's real funky. I've accidentally moused over it a bunch of times in the past. And I have no idea why it's there. Alright, well let's run around, make sure there's nothing else in the graveyard. Golden is holed up in the massive warrens. She has a bunch of undead in there with her. And until you kill her, this big old door here that leads back to the Beggar's Nest district is blocked off. Once she dies, it opens, though. It's just me, or is the sound doing something funky? Alright. I just heard a lot of banging on the ground, which means someone is trying to get my attention, so I'll be right back again. Alright, I'm back again. Let's go kill a mummy.
Perish as you should.
So this is the last of Halueth Never's tombs. There's a book in here, I believe. Okay. That mummy will fear you. If you're not immune to fear, get something that will make you immune to fear. And that should protect me against this trap. 28 points of negative energy. It will also drain your levels if you fail your save. Does this have a limit? Nope, just complete immunity for a turn of level. That's pretty powerful. Alright, now we will knock out this, take Death Ward instead, because I might need that. So I can give Olaf the last of the artifacts, sell the stuff I've got, rest again, and then head in. I'm going to need to cast 2 more Fine Traps. Which actually... yeah, you know, I'll just take another one.
Greeting.
Well, I actually failed to persuade him. Here's an Amulet of Will +3. Pretty cool, but I got a better one. That's the end of that quest. Which is the last of the City Core side quests, I believe. All I have left here is the main one. There is, of course, the Wizard's quest, but I can't take that. I already completed all the companion ones, so... let's go sell some stuff. It's not of, like, the utmost necessity at this point. But my bag of holding is already full. It can only hold 3 heavy things. And I say that because everything that's heavy takes up 2 lanes and goes, like, at least 3 high. Don't need to keep the in-service to Golden thing, that really just answers some lore questions. I have no need for a gargoyle skull. Whoop, no. I have no need for a gargoyle skull. So the Warrens are huge. They're a massive dungeon. There's a zombie lord, there's Golden, and then there's just a lot of other undead. There's one treasure room that's completely optional that has a mummy in it, but is definitely worth pilfering. It's also an experience trap. Not really trap, I guess that's not the right word for it. But you can use it to just keep getting experience out of it. Because there's a sarcophagus, and when you take the armor that's in there out of there, a mummy will rise up and attack you, right? You can keep putting the armor back in and taking it back out, and killing the mummy over and over and over again. I never like using those traps. The problem with the permanent experience thing is that it just gets boring after a while. It takes so long. And then it doesn't really feel worth it, right? Because you didn't really earn anything that you have from that. It's not very fun for me to do. How close am I to leveling up? Very. Alright, Golden will also be talking to you through zombies the entire time. Most of it's just useless rambling. That thing takes a key. I think you can open it without a key, but it's easier with a key. Golden will say something about seeing the coming of the Eye. That's a reference to the Cult of the Eye, which is what Dester serves, which is the Old One's religion. Lots of bags and corpses that are going to be looted throughout this. They're everywhere. I should find Gemine's brother in here as a corpse.
You will join my legion. I have seen the visions. The scaled ones will rule me.
Oh, only 93.
I will overrun.
Yeah, she thinks the visions are about her. When in fact she's just getting mental images from Morag, who wants to conquer the world, because they're distantly related. Morag's one of the ancient reptilian creators. Golden is a Yanti. She's descended. Alright, here's the corpse of Torin. That's the ring that Gemini wants. Now that key, that's one of two ancient keys down here. I don't know if they're interchangeable, if there is a difference with them. There are two doors that are opened by them, though. There's the one right there in the middle. That's the mummy treasure room, and then one on the opposite side of the map that leads to Golden's chamber. I think both can be opened without the keys, but I also think the keys will straight up open both of them. I'm not sure. I never even try to open either of the doors till I have both, so I never really tested it. But following my system, it doesn't really matter. Alright, here's the other zombie lord. That one's got a spell mantle on it. Otherwise, it's the same as the last fight.
It is incredible and beyond even Herschel.
Down he goes. Ooh, got another feat. Alright, Alright, so combat casting is an option. Great Cleave is pretty awesome. Zen Archery. Oh. Interesting. I don't use my ranged weapons that often, but that is a pretty interesting one. Okay, so Blind Fight's good. Combat casting is good. I think I want to take Great Cleave, though. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's pretty cool. I do apologize again for the getting up and going away thing that seems to keep happening. That's a pretty good cloak, actually. It's Easter, and a lot of people are coming over and stuff. Things need to get done. I'm just trying to get a video up and running before. Swordsman's belt. It's a decent belt. It's not the greater swordsman's belt that will absorb just humongous amounts of damage without a problem. But it's decent. Sometimes I find Tyrant Fog zombies out. Oh, yep, there's one. They have little constitution draining mist. It's not permanent or anything, but it is slightly annoying. Other than that, they're not that bad. You can summon one with the Death Domain, I believe. If you take Death as the Cleric Domain, you can summon one at, like, right out of the gate, and it's immune to normal weapons. Not actually immune, it has resistance against normal weapons. So most stuff in the first module won't even be able to harm it. Hardly at all. Alright, I believe this is Gulman's room. This room has a number of traps, including a death chest. It doesn't have the burn marks around it. That's a death chest, though. Some of these are locked. That one isn't. The trapped one was not. None of those are, but this one over here is. So you can find her journal in this room. It will explain a little bit about the focus that she's using. It's one of the two sources of information you have on that. The other one is the High Priest of Cyric. Well, the Priest of Cyric that was running that little cult that she completely usurped. That's a scripted magic bag. There's the other ancient key. I don't know what that note's about. Huh. She probably wrote that to that little, what's it called? Cult. Tried to take control of them. Okay, there's another one of her speaking zombies. Jared, that's his name. He's the High Priest guy. Now, I'm not even going to bother talking to him. I'm just going to straight kill him. Because he's a Priest of Cyric. And I kind of hate him, and I definitely don't trust him. But even if you don't listen to what he has to say, his journal will tell you what you need to know. Basically, he built an altar that can channel a bunch of divine power, but it's extremely fragile because of it. It's not a very well-made one, but it can channel quite a bit of power. Golden has been using it to reanimate this many zombies. If you destroy it, every undead in the entire district instantly collapses. All of them. Except for maybe that mummy. That's the only thing that might survive that. Because I think the mummies are separate from her. But the ghouls, the zombies, the fogs, and the shadows and whatnot, those things just go up in smoke. Now, I don't remember exactly, but I don't think you get the experience if you destroy it when they're still alive. So what you want to do is leave it alone until you kill all of them. It's in the room with her, but you can destroy it without antagonizing her directly. So we've done a full circle around the Warrens. I'm going to open this lower door first, where I need the other detect traps. And it's the mummy's room. If you don't have protection against evil to protect yourself against the mind effects, I would strongly advise going to Daylon before confronting any mummies, with the brooch in hand. His necklace makes you completely immune to their effects. At least to the fear effect. Alright, so one of the keys will unlock this door. Inside is a sarcophagus and 7 chests. All of the chests are locked. 3 of them are trapped, I believe. Yep, those 3. Pretty unpleasant traps, too. I do have to break all of the chests in order to loot them. So this will take a little bit. Not too long, they're just chests.
Taste of my wrath!
I don't think all 3 of these are super tough. In fact, I don't think any of them are. Nope, that one is. That one definitely is.
Taste of my
Oh, this one's
wrath!
still not
Taste
broken.
Of my wrath!
Alright, looks like they all are. I thought they were all like the 15 damage resistance, which is tougher than a regular chest, but not overwhelmingly tough, but it looks like they're all that strong. Yep. Fortunately, fire damage makes this trivial. Thank goodness. It's always nice just walking in here with a mage, casting the spell Knock, and watching them all open. Knock is pretty cool in this game. That's some pretty valuable stuff overall. Now we've got the mummy. So here's the Armor of Comfort, which I think is Splint Mail plus 2. It doesn't weigh much, it gives you extra heal, skill bonuses. It's as good as Full Plate, as far as protection goes. But since it's Splint Mail, and already plus 2, if I attempt to enchant it, it won't be as strong. Which is why I never downgrade to any other armors, even if they are magical, because my own enchantments are stronger than the current magical items. Alright, so that's that room done, and you can just keep putting that armor back in the sarcophagus and bringing that thing out. Unless they recently patched it, which I don't think they did, but if they did, or if they didn't, that's a thing you can still do. Now there's those 4 little side doors before entering Golden's thing. Attempting to approach the door itself will cause them all to open, and the animated armor inside to rush out and attack you. If you're a lower level, the animated armor is weaker. I think I'm a high enough level where it'll all just be its regular strength. You can also individually go into most of these doors and take them out before they open. Each one has like a locked sarcophagus, and some of them have a locked chest in them.
Perish as you should.
Yeah, these are enhanced. They're stronger than normal. But still not all that strong. Oh, that one's not gone yet. Yeah, so this over here, yep, that opens them.
Let the earth take you.
That will open all 4, and of course, if one of them attacks you and you kill it, they'll all come running. But they really aren't that bad. It's not like a super trap or anything. They don't even have weapons. I think they all just try to punch you. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't need critical wound or serious wounds potions anymore. I'm getting enough critical ones. I'll just keep like 2 stacks of them around, and that'll be that. Let's go kill the last one, clear out this room, and then we'll just have Golden's chamber left, which is a really big room, filled with various undead. Some of them much stronger than a lot of the other stuff out here. Often you'll find cursed warriors and rangers in there. They're unpleasant. I think there might even be shadow fiends and potentially a Bodak. So I should get all of my defenses up. The real annoying part of the fight, oh wow, is that if Golden sees you, she'll come over and start raining death and destruction down on your head, so frankly I should probably just put up some endure elements too. Yeah, you know what the heck. Long-lasting stuff that can make this hopefully much simpler. Bodaks will just keep on death screaming you until you die, so if you don't have Death Ward on or something else that protects against death magic, it's all chance. Death Ward, however, makes me immune to their scream. So let's kill everything I can. I'm not seeing anything that bad yet. There's a Shadow Fiend over there. I see that. The Golden has a bunch of undead next to it. There is a Bodak in here. Alright, so I was right. That altar right there, that's the focus thing that she's using. If you destroy that, all the undead die. Now, Golden is a fan of the Flame Strike spell. That's what she'll do first after actually engaging you. She has some protections she'll usually throw. What is that? Oh no, my other protections are wearing off. Dang it. Alright, I need to find a place to rest in this room.
My pack is too heavy. It's difficult to carry.
Ugh, my goodness, this thing is terrible. That's such terrible timing. It really breaks the flow. But I think I'm gonna have to make her angry. Because if I want to kill the stuff around her without destroying the focus first, I'm gonna have to make her mad. There's no way she's just gonna leave me alone while I do that. That should be enough spells. Now that I'm 9th level, that's a +3. Which means, I can upgrade my shield some more. Alright. Now we go. Yeah, that is a ton of protections and enhancements. There's a Bodak. Let's kill this thing now. there goes some of her protections. And the Shadow Fiend. I think I've broken eye contact with her, so she's not going to try anything else until she sees me. Oh, nope, here she comes. Please tell me that's not a Dispel that she's trying to charge up and throw at me. It is. Oh, that's really not good. Kill this thing, now. Alright, what do I still have? Not much. That weighs more. Hold on, let me try to move some things around to get myself unencumbered. There we go. Run around and kill the rest. Oh, yikes. Alright, that's the last one. Destroy that altar now. I still have some of my protections, but not all the stuff I would like to have. Okay, 200 XP. I still have my, I think, weapon and armor enhancements, so a lot of my bonus is still there. Gotta take her out now. The flame strikes are nasty because they hit you with multiple elements. Right, it's fire and it's divine. Holy cow, she's tough. I don't know how many flame strikes she has. She's thrown 2 of them out. I'm hoping she doesn't have a lot more, but she might have some. I don't even know what half these things she's doing are. Alright, but I think I got her number. Down she goes. But I'm fairly certain neither of these are trapped. Yeah, might as well check. Right, a Bodak Tooth. I forgot about those. Okay, so that was, pretty close. I forgot that she would try to dispel me. She has some special holy water, in case you need that.
Pack is too heavy. It's difficult to carry.
Don't really need it, though. I don't think I do. Morning Star plus 2 is pretty cool, but I already make mine plus 3, and this thing gets to slow them, too. So until I get a secondary effect on one of these, I'll just keep what I have.
Pack is too heavy.
Really?
It's difficult to carry.
Come on, I'm just trying to make this easier on us all. One other chest, and then I don't have to carry all this nonsense around.
Pack is too heavy.
Throwing axes, of course.
It's difficult to carry.
Okay. Now I just have to leave the area. So I gotta go tell Herb and Ash and Smith that the threat has been ended. He'll give me some money, I think. Maybe some XP. I can't remember exactly, but you do get some reward from him. Then I gotta go tell Gemini that I found his brother's ring. Which he might take and he might not. If he doesn't, it's worthless. You drop it anyway. But sometimes he lets you keep it for some reason. The later games made this much more convenient by leaving nice little portals around that can teleport you out of these dungeons instead of making you walk out. But those don't start showing up till the second area, or second chapter. Alright, let's stop by Gemini's first.
Hi there.
He did not take the ring. Drop that, and drop the keys. Don't need those. The note might be worth a gold piece. If so, I can sell it. But the keys and the ring you cannot, so might as well just get rid of those. No need to talk to Drake. He doesn't give you anything special. Harbin does, though. He gave me an amulet. Oh, cool. That is pretty nice, actually. And then, like, 600 gold. So I think that's every side quest taken care of. I need to go sell my stuff. I can talk to the people that wanted the Beggar's Nest cleared as well. There's 4 of them.
Your business?
Okay. So those people are all back in the Beggar's Nest. The area's been cleared. All the district issues have been solved. You're welcome, Neverwinter. Solving the problems that your elected and paid for officials cannot. I'm already finding topazes. That's very surprising to me. Those are worth quite a bit. And when you just start finding those as your basic loot, that means you're finding high-level, well, mid to high-level loot. Alright, so I am very wealthy. Wealthy enough that the moment Chapter 2 starts, I'm picking up that helmet that I want. Because it costs around 30 grand. Very expensive, but totally worth it. Alright, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab some rest, give Erebith the last reagent, and we'll move out. Because I don't think I have anything else I need to do here. I don't have anything else I wanted to buy, all the side quests are finished.
You are a welcome. We are up truly the high.
Okay, so we're now in the place with the cure. Module 2 is now loaded. You can no longer go into the city. I just want to get Olaf's conversation out of the way. He'll go out to tell the town crier we have all the parts. And I'm instructed to go in and speak to the people. Alright, but that's going to be it for this one. So next episode we should be finishing out Chapter 1 by dealing with Dester in here and getting the cure. Which will probably, I think it'll take like a full episode. In fact, it might even be a little longer, but I'm just going to try to keep it all in one episode. And once that's done, then we'll be in Chapter 2, moving on from there, but that's it for this one. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.